welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas. What a spectacular night for college football, and man, are they ready to call the Hogs as the Arkansas Razorbacks will run through the A and get things started on this season. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Knights will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On the ground, it's Green. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Green. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, the only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad.
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Makes the catch. It's Green. He's loose. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. looking to scramble. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the toss to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
And the Razorbacks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To throw, it's Green. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Razorbacks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. On the run, it's Nixon. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
The Knights line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Green. Makes the grab, it's Brown. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there, and because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll toss it to the left. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Green. That's caught. It's Anthony. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
They went with the QB design run. Quarterback knew where the marker was to get that first. He dove out. He was trying to get the ball to that point. Just couldn't quite get there.
And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Trying to run it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2nd and goal for this offense. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Green. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They grab the early lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 24 over Kentucky. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Here's the handoff. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Quick release by the QB. There he goes! They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They go to the ground. Wide open spaces. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Green. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. He'll take it himself. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Farmer. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Defense playing a bail technique. Brown will throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Give to the single back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Brown wants to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Wade. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Nixon. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run. And they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The give to the single back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive comes from the 27. Here's the give off the left side. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. He throws back to the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over Auburn. for now, it's back to you fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for space, it's Nixon. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Right back to him on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Brown will throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Firing deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Knights line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. The short hands, it's Burke. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too, now that you just picked up that 1st down. Don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Arkansas 28, UCF 0.
So 1st down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Knights!
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Dropping back, it's Green. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, it's a running room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.